Back we are. I'm cruising up the Ballawacka Road, heading for the Biamwacka Southie Bank, and I think talking about motorbike gear, because I get some newbies asking me, and I get some newbies looking at motorbike gear. And you know what, around the suburbs, like around the 60 zones, if you're just doing 60 zones into town and that, I say wear what you like. I wouldn't fuss too much about it. I mean, when you get out on the push bike, because on a bike you're not going much quicker than a push bike. Push bike you're typically wearing nothing. On a bike at least you're wearing a jacket and some pants. So if you're just doing 60 zones in city, don't worry about it. Wear what you like. I wouldn't get too caught up in the hype that because Vic Roads and that would try to promote, you know, leather every time you get on the bike, leather every time you get on the bike, leather every time you get on the bike, leather, padding leather every time you get on the bike. I think that's a load of bollocks, really. I think they're just covering their butts with regards to insurance. They're the ones that pay insurance, so they're the ones that have to say the right thing. But think about it, when you get on your push bike, do you put padding and leathers on? No, you don't. If you're just going for a nice push bike ride, typically a push bike you can get up to 40 k's an hour. If you go downhill, you could get up to 60 k's an hour. And on a push bike you got nowhere near as good braking power as a motorbike. So, you know, if you can be sensible on the bike and stick to your 40s, 50s and 60s, because that's one of my policy rules, don't speed. Speeding just 5 k's over or 10 k's over can be your death, really, on a motorbike, more so than a car. So don't speed. Like I said, I wouldn't worry about padding if you're just doing city stuff. What I do find, excuse me, I beg your pardon, is your footing. You know, if your bike does slide a bit, or does surprise you on a corner in the city or something, typically the first thing that goes down on the floor, whether you like it or not, just as a knee-jerk reaction really, is your foot. So don't be wearing any crappy sneakers and shit. When your foot goes down, you want your foot to go down and you want it to hold or grip. So I'd recommend at a minimum motorbike sneakers, you know, because the motorbike sneakers have got solid soles and footing and ankle support. So when your foot goes down, you're not going to trip and fold your shoe under your foot and cause you to snap an ankle or something, you know. So there you go. With regards to padding around the city, even if you buy a motorbike jacket, it's pretty hard to carry a motorbike jacket around sometimes with all the padding in it. So if you're just going like to work and back in the 60 zones, I wouldn't bother. You can still have your motorbike jacket, but you can pull all the padding out if you're just doing the city stuff. Much more comfortable to wear and carry around when you're not on the bike, and you can wear that jacket just as a jacket when you're not on the bike and not worry about all this padding on it. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. There's for all your newbies and that, there's my viewpoint on motorbike gear. Of course, if you're going out on the highway, anything you know, heading to 100, you know, even if you're doing a bit of 100 zones, but as long as it's just nice and straight and easy stuff and nothing too complicated, but keep that push bike mentality in, you know. If you're even on the freeway, don't go fanging it, just keep that push bike mentality, nice and easy, behind a car or whatever, you know. and you'll be fine. But if you go out for a ride, real ride, and you're really doing corners and stuff, then yeah, chuck on your protective gear. And if you're doing faster than 60 zone stuff, put on your gear. There you go.